episode 84.
Are you ready to take your eBay business to the next level? Then hold on, because Ron and Ali are going to take you into the fast lane with the latest tips and insights from some of the biggest and most successful sellers here on the So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast.
Welcome once again to another episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. I'm Ron LeBeau.
And I'm Ali Young.
Hey everyone, we have with us tonight Rich and Nyla Siok. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, awesome. Thanks for having us.
Great.
It's brilliant. Come on. Yes. The sign man. I remember you.
That's right. This isn't their first episode here, so Rich and Nyla actually are pretty familiar with this show, and they've been around for a little while here. Rich and his wife, Nyla, have been selling on eBay since 2001, and they've owned a commercial sign business for over 20 years. They realized many years ago the power of e-commerce, and with the help of their sons, began to pursue this new world. They currently have 2 e-commerce websites and sell on both eBay and Amazon, and after many years of selling online, they now teach others to sell on eBay. They have had a meetup group in Chicago since 2006 for anyone interested in selling on eBay, Amazon, and their own website, etc. Their meetup group has approximately 1,200 members, and Rich began the e-commerce conference, which has been held in Chicago over the last 3 years. This event will be held this year in 2016 on October 21st and 22nd. And this conference is for sellers of all levels and all platforms.
I love these bios. I really. I'm so glad Ron has to do that part at the beginning of the show because I just wouldn't be able to do it. So you got 2 websites. What's wrong with just one? Are you like website fanatics here?
Well, we actually have 3 websites, but the one is the e-commerce website for ecomchicago.com, and then we have our own peelingsigns.com e-commerce website, and I also have another website for my education training for eBay, which is biddingpros.com. So we need to have those things so we can stay abreast of what's going on and make sure people can find us.
Do you actually sleep?
Yeah,
I mean, with all this stuff going on, do you actually sleep?
Quite well, actually. Yes, we do. Yeah, we very, very well. Sometimes it's a little bit early in the evenings, but we're both pretty much early risers, and we do have a lot of things to do.
So I'm on your eBay store right now, appealing-signs, and I see a lot of really cool things. And you have a lot of good categories as well. A lot of funny signs and some serious signs where you actually do car vehicle lettering. And I know we've talked about this before, but for anyone who hasn't listened to this show, how do you send somebody? If I want my truck or my car window lettered, how do you do that? I mean, what's the process for that?
Well, if you're selling or purchasing on eBay, Amazon, or our website, I usually give parameters as far as the size that will fit it in. So let's say you're purchasing window lettering for the back of your truck. And I generally fit it in approximately 32 inches by 12 inches, 32 inches wide by 12 inches high. If people need a different size, they can always email me. Sometimes it might cost more because sometimes people ask for large, boat lettering, let's say, that's maybe 7 feet. And then, of course, it's a different, price. But that's how we list on those sites. And then we give them the choice of fonts and colors. And they have to remember to give us the information, which can be a challenge because sometimes people forget to give us that. And so then we have to go back to them. Yep. So that's pretty much it.
You guys are all custom too, right? You don't do anything, or do you? Do you buy other signs and just resell them, or are you all custom?
Most of it is custom. We do sell some sign frames that we deal with a drop shipper who's been fantastic. They get them out right away. And but otherwise, most of the product we sell is custom.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, so I see a lot of really cool things, and you guys are pretty creative in your signs too. I know that you guys create these signs, and you guys come up with a lot of the signs. A lot of them are very unique. It's just very, very high quality. I know I've seen your work before, and it's just really, really nice stuff to look at.
It's fun. Rich comes up with a lot of the ideas, and then I go ahead and I design it based. We kind of talk it over and figure out different graphics that might work, and go from there. What really interests people, though, I think, is the fact that they can put in their own name, or they can put in their own line of text. Of course, I'll design it, but they have something that's totally theirs.
Yeah, that's what makes it unique. Actually, I think that's what makes it so much fun. Is I can see something and then just get you to design it for me. It's quite appealing, that part of it, I think.
Pardon anything that reminds him of a pun. That's really cool. How you slipped that appealing in there, Ali.
I'm trying to subliminally feed people here.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys do, I mean, this is really kind of unique, really, because a lot of people, most people I would say, or a lot of people anyhow, actually just source items to sell on eBay and they put them on there. I love the way you guys are so creative in your signage, and basically, like you said, it's all custom. I mean, most of it's custom as far as I can contact you guys and I can get anything I want put on the back of my window, and I know you guys send in on how to do it, right? So that I can do it at my own home, right?
Right, yeah, the instructions are sent with it. You can also go to YouTube and find all kinds of instructions for installing the vinyl on the vehicles and stuff like that. And everything that we make has to fit into a particular type of packaging for us, because we do free shipping on everything. So everything that is designed, we deal with our friends at Bubble Fast to make sure that whatever is made, whatever is cut for us, that we have custom cut, like our PVC plastic, and when we buy the aluminum sheets or the aluminum products, all has to fit a certain type of material so that it gets there safely, and then we can also ship it out with free shipping.
Rich, that's a great point. I mean, if you're out there and you're thinking about maybe starting an eBay business, or maybe you have an eBay business, thinking about shipping and the way Rich just described it is really important, right? So, he's got it all down to an art to where he can get the shipping as low cost as possible, and it allows him to do the free shipping. So, you want to make sure that your shipping costs are down, because, man, that can add up really, really fast.
Well, yeah, and Rich can tell you that too, that he's worked with Bubble Fast on a lot of different things to save us money. And we've gone to bubble mailers, envelope type situation where we're shipping our aluminum signs in, and it's worked out great. He comes up with different ideas so that nothing gets bent in the process of being shipped. So it's all about, getting the product to the customer in good shape and saving us money on the shipping as well.
That's just what people want, isn't it? That good quality shipping. So you're doing this, and then you do this what's this Ecom Chicago thing then? What's that all about?
Well, several years ago, along with our friends again, Mark from Bubble Fast and so forth, we were talking about getting some people to come in, and he's attended a lot of conferences. I've been to many eBay conferences and different things, and we thought, well, why don't we put something together here that's in the Midwest at a time when it's not so crowded with other conferences that are going on throughout the country, and when people would possibly have time. Cheaper flights to fly into Chicago at the time. We have it in October every year. I get better room rates. I get better rates to hold the event at the conference center, and it's just a better time for everybody. And then we also decided to do it on a Friday and Saturday. Most conferences we found were during the week, and a lot of people can't afford to take off, like a day before and a day after. So this way they can come to Chicago on Thursday, go to the conference Friday and Saturday, stay Saturday, and go home on Sunday, which flights are much more reasonable too. So all in all, we wanted to get people here to meet some of these fantastic speakers that we have. So that's what it's all about, and this will be our third year, and we're pretty close to selling out again this year. We've had to grow each venue each year, But I'm very proud of it, and my wife and I worked very hard. We were there for at least an hour tonight measuring everything up, so we're ready for the big show.
And I can attest to, I've actually been to the first two, and they are a lot of fun, a lot of information. You guys really know how to put on it. And actually, to be honest with you, the first one, I didn't know that it was I didn't know it was your first show. I mean, seriously, it went off without a hitch. It was very well put together. You had a lot of help and I know Mark and Robin helped you out a lot. And a bunch of other people, but it was really, really put together really well. I like the fact that the environment was really friendly, and everyone socialized afterwards. It's kind of like Vegas without the gambling. You just don't get a whole lot of sleep, but you get a lot of fun and a lot of information. It was really, really kind of cool.
There is definitely some fun, and we try to keep it very reasonable for everybody, with the food included and everything. It's a great event, and people that are in the internet world and working like we are, e-commerce world, they're not used to networking live. So we make sure that there's a lot of interaction in the event. That's why we do the karaoke night, to try and get people to interact with you.
Yes.
That's not true, Rich. You do the karaoke night so you can dance, brother.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I know it live, man.
I thought this was serious. I thought it was like working how to learn, do stuff online. You didn't mention karaoke. I would have flown over for the karaoke.
Oh, yeah. Well, you come by anytime, Ali. We would love to have you.
Dog. I would have got me Elvis moves on the go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, buddy. I'm ready.
Cool.
Ron and Ali will be right back after this short break.
Are you looking to boost sales by selling your products on eBay? The M2E Pro extension makes it easy by quickly integrating your existing Magento store into eBay. By installing M2E Pro, you can easily create listings across all 23 major eBay marketplaces, including eBay Motors. Using M2E's intuitive interface, you can also set controls to manage your listings, including automated syncing of inventory, pricing, and product details. As sales are completed on eBay, M2E will import all your transactions and process them as Magento orders. It will even allow you to send feedback for the buyer automatically, all from within your Magento store administration. And you can rest assured knowing the M2E extension is certified by both Magento and eBay. M2E Pro, selling on eBay made easy.
Try M2E Pro for 60 days with no obligation. After that, if your eBay sales are still less than $10,000, you can continue using our solution completely free of charge. We truly support SMEs.
Do you want to set yourself apart from other eBay sellers? Want to look like one of the big brands? How would you like to feel confident that you could do it yourself, but know that the support is there if you get stuck? Now you can create your branded eBay store and have your store doing more. With Auction Pro Template's premium do-it-yourself eBay template. This template is loaded with tools and features you won't find in any other system. Go to yourstoredoingmore.com now to see what's included. That's yourstoredoingmore.com.
Be sure to check out SoYouWannaSellOnEBay.com for the latest podcasts and all the information you need to get selling fast.
So what do they people learn there? So let's say I'm a new guy on eBay. If I came to one at your Ecom Chicago, would I sort of learn how to sell better? Would I get sort of experience from better sellers? What's the sort of things I sort of would get there?
Well, basically what we have is different speakers on different levels. So one of the speakers we have this year is Lynn Drowley from the Queen of Auctions. She's an amazing person, and she's got like 15,000 items listed on eBay. So she does everything that she gets at estate sales, garage sales, and things like that. Along with that, we have Jason Smith, who's a thrifter. And I don't know if you've had him on your show yet, but Jason is going to be showing people the day before, taking them out thrifting and going to thrift stores and take them out for a whole day of thrifting, and then telling them what to kind of buy at these locations. So you'll be able to interact with people that are on large seller scale, but they all know where they've started from. We've got Amazon sellers that are coming in and that are well over $1 million that are on sales, and so forth. So you can mingle with the people and learn from them. We don't actually have education where we're going to teach you how to sell. That is something that you would have to take prior to being there in our world here. But it's actually learning from the other people, and there's people on all levels that you can attest to. Ron, you were there.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a good point, Rich. I mean, so it's not like a sessions where you're going to sit down and start talking about how to ship or anything like that. But here's what I will tell you. The people that you will meet, eBay people are very, very, very helpful in helping other people. And one of the things I always say is that, if we were all selling gold watches, conferences like yours would be really, really quiet because everyone would then be my competition. But since we're all selling different things, everybody seems to want to help everybody else succeed. And it's just kind of neat. So not just the speakers, but the people in the audience, the networking. And I know a lot of people that sell on eBay, kind of stay in their garages or their basements and don't really want to, they're kind of introverted. But it's a great way to get out and get to know some like-minded people, build some relationships. I know I have, and get out there and grow your business. It's really kind of a nice way to do that.
Right, and learn strategies that are working for other people. Yeah, it is, and just like you said, to meet people that you've seen maybe online on different podcasts, or you've heard about them but never actually met. That is inspiring when you have that opportunity to network with these people and share your own ideas, because even somebody who hasn't been a real experienced seller has their own things that have happened or, positive that will make a difference to somebody else. So it's all
right.
That's definitely true.
Let's shift gears a minute and talk about the beginner seller, right? I mean, obviously, you guys have done really well for a long time, and I know that you guys do, train and teach people how to sell on eBay, which is a passion of you guys. And I know I've talked to you guys about this. It's really amazing how you do it. But talk to the guy or the gal who's thinking about starting an eBay business. Maybe they're just not happy with their job, or maybe they just need some supplemental income. What would you suggest to them? How would they to get started on this and get this road trip going for them?
Well, in the real world, what I like to tell people is it is well and good to see everything you can find on Facebook or whatever you can do and learn as much as you can through those different things. But I still suggest to people to try and reach out to somebody and take a class of some sort. I was an education specialist. I still am, but with eBay. But they have since stopped that particular program. So there's a lot of us still continuing to learn these programs and are going to be moving forward on our own as, let's just call us business consultants for eBay or whatever you want to do. But by taking a class, for example, what I teach people is I have them open up an eBay ID and a PayPal account before they come to my class. And what they do is I have them bring at least 3 or 4 items, small items for them to bring, that we will actually show them the process of researching the items. Nice. And then exactly seeing what they're going to be worth on eBay.
That's brilliant. Well, that's so much fun. I mean, that's fantastic. Yeah. So you're getting them to set up their thing. Here's some items. We'll show you how to do it. I mean, what better source could you get for that? Because I could be sitting at home here on my own and thinking, God, I've got these pair of shoes, but how do I do all this stuff? I think that's a really good thing you're doing there, Rich.
What I do is I do the research on their eBay ID, because there's no sense in me doing anything on my ID. I basically pretty much know what I'm doing, at least in my business. I don't know every piece of items that they bring in, but so we do the research under their ID, and they go. I show them how to show completed listings and all the things like that. We find out the best item that may sell, and then if what we do is we'll take it, describe it. I will photograph it. We will show them how to weigh it, pack it, and it's packed and ready for them to ship out when they go home. And then I show them on my ID how to print a shipping label. So by the time they go home, they have just about all the answers that they need to know under what they have to learn, not what I have to learn. It's what they need to learn, and it's fascinating because the questions that come up are incredible. And what I know is, because I've been doing it for so many years, some of the questions that they have are very simple, and it works out great for them. I had a lady the other day that we gave a class to, and by the time she got home, the item sold. So, it was
I love it. Yes.
That's awesome.
It is. She's there every week now.
what's really cool about that is you guys are giving somebody a head start, right? I mean, because it is overwhelming, right? I mean, we hear about everybody that does really, really well on eBay, but you need that head start. And a class like yours, Rich, if you're able to do that, I mean, it's just a great head start. You get a good start, and then plus, you don't know what questions you have until you get into a class like Rich's, and there's others out there. To know exactly what questions you have. It's just a nice way to get started and get your feet wet.
And get excited.
Exactly.
And get excited. And make money.
Yeah, cha-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah.
So what's your take on this picture thing then? Because, we get a lot of guests on here who are basically just taking pictures with their phone these days, and they're coming out with some amazing pictures. So is that what you would recommend, or do you need the fancy, as Ron says, the Nikon 54693?
Well, I've been teaching more of the people to use the phones, but there's still people that don't have an iPhone. So if they're a total beginner, I still show them how to use a simple digital camera. And I have the photo box with the light box and everything that I put the backgrounds in, and I show them what you need to do. As far as if it's something that we have a name on the back, or if it has, something that's got to be taken with a macro or whatever, so they can show the fine piece of jewelry or whatever it might be. I show them how to do all of that as much. But lately, a good majority of the people, I will tell them if they have their iPhone or if they have a Android, let's show you how to use that, because the sell your item form on there is so simple to start a listing. And the photographs are really, really phenomenal. And you can start the listing and save it as a draft, and then go back and finish it up on your computer or on your laptop. So it's, but I like to go back to the old school, because if they don't have an iPhone or have that opportunity, then they know how to do it with the regular camera.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice.
You're bringing in both options there, because you're right, not everyone does have it. And it's good. So what else do you do? So you do the e-com Chicago, you do you do these websites, and you do your eBay. Did you ever have like a little holiday to sort of celebrate all these successes you're having?
Well, yeah, all the success. Well, as Ron had said earlier, we also have a meetup group that's in Chicago here, and we have close to 1,200 members there. And we just had a meeting last night, as a matter of fact, which we have about 80 people come in there, 70 to 80 people every month to our meetup group, and we have to cut it off at that amount, because that's what the room will hold. So. And we Skype in people from all over the place to talk to us. I think, Ron, we Skyped you in one time. And last night we had somebody Skype in from bulk.com, which is a way to buy pallets of goods to sell on eBay. Very interesting concept they have. And it's incredible the amount of people that we've had Skyping in has made it a lot easier for us. So yes, holidays, we do spend our weekends away for the most part. We have a place up in Wisconsin, and we have a couple boats. Unfortunately, one is already out in storage.
And the other one's coming out this weekend.
Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah, that kind of stinks, because then you know that winter is on its way.
Yeah, exactly. We got a Chicago restaurant here in Chiang Mai in Thailand. These pizzas in this place are phenomenal. I mean, they're massive. They're like UFOs or something. They're just huge. Is that what it's like over there? Is it? You Chicagoans, you like to eat your pizzas?
Yeah, Chicago's pretty well known for their pizza. We have many different pizza places here. And I know people from New York are going to say they got the best pizza, but Chicago-style hot dogs and Chicago pizza. Lou Malnati's is awesome. We have one right here in the town. We live in an Elk Grove Village, so it's a great pizza place. It's fabulous.
Cool. Love it.
It's time for a quick break, but the guys will be right back here on the So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast.
What's more exciting than starting your own eBay empire with one of Auction Pro Template's custom eBay store and listing template packages? How about saving yourself $200 when you do it? That's right. Right now, you can take advantage of starting your own totally custom eBay store for the insanely low price of $697 when you use promo code SAVE200 during checkout at AuctionProTemplates.com. You still get all of the amazing features and benefits as before, like a custom designed eBay store and match eye-catching custom eBay listing design, video tutorials, software, custom branding, 1-year free hosting, and so much more. But now you get to save yourself $200 doing it. So celebrate the start of something awesome with $200 in savings when you order your very own custom eBay store and listing template package. Go to auctionprotemplates.com and check out all of the features and benefits of having a totally custom eBay store and use promo code SAVE200 today. Have you heard about the success story of Meat Snacker, one of the largest online meat providers around? They've tripled their sales revenue in the past year. Tripled! And they did it with Ecom Dash. Ecom Dash's software optimizes your business by putting all your sales channels in one dashboard, integrating with eBay, Amazon, ShipStation, and more. It even syncs inventory and routes sales orders, and forwards tracking information to your buyers, all automated and hands-off. Find out how to grow your sales at Ecom Dash. That's ECOMDASH.com/podcast.
We're back with more tips, insights, and interviews with Ron and Ali.
Hey, listen, man, we want to talk about eBay because I know there's a lot of people out there that want to take the advantage, take the time and listen to you guys because I know you guys are a wealth of knowledge with this stuff. I mean, obviously you've been doing this for quite a long time. Let's talk a little bit about feedback because there's some things that, people need to understand going in to an eBay business. And I think feedback is probably one of the things you need to have respect for. Is that right?
Absolutely. When we first found out that, eBay was really being strict about the feedback, we had always been great sellers, but you had to get your item out in a one-day handling if you chose that, and in order to be top-rated seller. And we were like, oh, we make custom products. There's no way we're going to be able to get it out in one day. And we do. We figured it out. It's him and I. We hustle, we get it done, we do it well, we get it shipped. Feedback is extremely important. We want to make our customers happy, not because of eBay, but because they're our customers. They rate. And so we will do everything we can to make sure that they have a good buying experience because we want them to come back. So, once in a while, we're only human. There'll be a mistake. Maybe I spelled the name wrong, or maybe something just got in the packaging, got ruined. And we will automatically send them a new one. There's really never any questions about that. So, yeah, feedback is very important to us.
Absolutely. It's key.
Yeah, I can add to that. As far as feedback, everybody gets a note inside the items that they purchase along with the instructions and so forth. But they all get a note that if they have an issue or have any problems, that everything is 100% guaranteed. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, no problems, no hassles. And I got to be honest with you, it rarely happens that we do have any problems, but there is an occasion where you just can't please somebody. Maybe we made something in the wrong color, whatever it is, and sometimes you get a little bit. But as you can see by our feedback, I think we have one neutral in the last 6 months, 12 months or whatever. We work with the buyers on any problem, and I have no questions asked. If somebody tells us that it didn't come this way or whatever, we're not going to ask them to send it back. We don't want to see pictures. We will send them a replacement, or we will give them their money back, or we'll do both. So it's just that simple.
You know what? I would imagine as a result of that customer service, if I'm in the market for, signs or needing signs on a regular basis or one-off thing, I'm coming back to you guys because you know what? Your customer service is what stands out. I mean, the quality of your signs also matters, but I know that we've talked in person, Rich, and I would imagine as a result of that customer service, if I'm in the market for, signs or needing signs on a regular basis or one-off thing, I'm coming back to you guys because you know what? Your customer service is what stands out. I mean, the quality of your signs also matters, but I know that we've talked in person, Rich, and I know that, you said that if you send me the sign for my car, my car window, and I mess it up, you're gonna go ahead and send it back to me. You'll send me another one, and I mean that's just honorable, because it's kind of it's not easy to put a sign, a sticker on my car window if I get it wrong, and whatever. But I really appreciate that. And I know your customers do as well.
Yeah, and the surprising thing about that is that most people are very honest. People will say, you know what, a wind came and it got stuck on there and I messed it up. Can I buy another one? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what? We send them another one. Just be happy. Tell your friends. And boat lettering is incredible, because most of these people that are in the marinas, that are in a huge marina around here, our marinas will hold, 300-400 boats. Off of Lake Michigan and so forth. So these marinas around the country have a lot of people in their marinas. So they just tell their neighbor, and that just spreads like wildfire. So it's just incredible the way those people stick together, the camaraderie the boaters have and things. And they do come back and they say, hey, I got some, I saw you did so-and-so's boat, and I bought it, and blah, 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 blah.
Awesome. You don't have to reinvent it, man. I tell you what, word of mouth and referrals is probably a really good way to do business, I think, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we love that. The days of the yellow page ads and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't really do that.
And a lot of people listening, the young kids are listening now and go, Yellow Pages? What are you talking about? I don't even know what Yellow Pages.
That's how, we go back 20 years. That's why the name was appealing. It put us higher on the Yellow Pages.
Exactly.
Right. That's smart, man. That's really smart.
Yes.
I love it. Back in those Yellow Pages was way too fat, too big, those books were. I mean, you've got so much wealth, and like Ron said, that was good wording, wealth of information, and I think a lot of people are going to get some good stuff out of this show from you here. So can anybody, if anybody wants to come to Ecom Chicago, they can just show up, or do they have to book?
Yeah, you need to go to Ecom Chicago and register first. It's something that we only have a certain amount of room for people. So, and I also have to order the food based on the numbers and so forth. So they go to Ecom Chicago and register. And we're working with one of our guests has a charity going for the Breast Cancer Foundation. Yes. And so if you donate $20 to them, we will give you $40 back. So you'll be able to get in for $179 for the event. It's a 2-day event with the food, the party. And I suggest everybody come on Thursday night, because we have a meet and greet at a sports bar, and have a lot of fun Thursday night, and then Friday night's a karaoke party, and then Saturday we go and veg out.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, you guys put on a really good, conference there, and I know that, like I said, when I come back from them, I'm pretty spent. I'm exhausted. I need to come back. I actually normally take an extra day where I just chill out, because I'm just so wore out. But it's great information. The thing is, when I go back to my hotel room, if the party's still going on or the networking is still going on, I always feel like I'm missing out on something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's true, and there's a lot of people. One of the gentlemen that was there last night to promote it was talking about it. He says, where can you go and meet the people that are doing, they're selling the millions of dollars on, whether it be Amazon or whatever, and you can actually buy them a drink and sit with them and talk to them, or buy them dinner. I mean that's phenomenal. Where you can get. And these guys will talk with you. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap tuition.
Oh my gosh. And, they're not going to tell you where they get the products or how they get their products necessarily. Although we do have somebody coming in on Thursday. Andy Slamans is going to be doing a show about how to do a private labeling. Chris Green is going to be coming in and doing a private show. Jason's going to be taking people out thrifting on Thursday. So there's if you go to the website, you can see different things that are going to be happening under the events page for the Thursday before everybody even gets there.
Brilliant. Well, on that note, unfortunately, we run out of time, but that's just, I'm a bit jealous, actually, because I got a feeling Ron's going to go again, aren't you, Ron?
I'm certainly going to give it a shot.
He does this for the team. He ends up in all these conferences, meeting all these great people, and I'm out in Thailand, doing all the work. So on that note, we'll leave it there. But Neela and Rich, as always, you're always welcome on this show, because you're so relaxed. You got so much good information. You got so much experience. And I don't know, I just see that you two have like a heart of gold as well. It just comes off you that you're these really nice people. So thanks very much for spending the time with us. We've really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it too. And you guys do an awesome job.
Yeah.
I listen to your podcast every day when I'm doing my bike. So I love it.
It's stationary bike.
Man, yes, I'm religious to that.
Cool. That's brilliant. So we'll post all the notes from today's interview on our show notes page, which can be found at www.soyouwantasellonebay.com/show notes. Before you go, Neela and Rich, how can the world get in contact with you?
Well, you can go to our website, appealingsigns.com, and you can contact us through there. If you have any questions about any kind of lettering or anything you may need, banners or whatever, we're more than happy to talk to you that way. You could also go to ecomchicago.com to register and look at what our speakers and everything that we have going on. And if you're interested in education on eBay, go to biddingpros.com. and contact us through there. Thank you.
Brilliant. Wow, that's good information, and we'll put them on the show notes page as we always do. Thanks once again for joining us. From everyone here at So You Want to Sell on eBay, I'm Ali Young.
And I'm Ron LeBeau.
That's all for this episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. Be sure to check out our next episode or any past episodes by going online to soyouwantasellonebay.com. Also, be sure to follow us on your favorite social media sites, facebook.com/So You Want to Sell on eBay, and Twitter @Your eBay Podcast. Thanks for listening. And until next time, happy selling.
Have an idea for a topic or know someone who would like to be on the show? Let us know. Just go to www.soyouwantasellonebay.com/interview. We look forward to hearing from you. This podcast was produced in part by Pro VoiceWorks.